morning, Your Majesties. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. And I have a scary story for you guys. This one's called The Haunting of Medowbrook Drive. The Haunting of Medowbrook Drive. Okay. And it goes, hold on, let me scoot you up here just for a little bit. Okay. And it goes, in the heart of suburbia, where every house looks almost the same, there is one house in Medowbrook Drive that everyone avoids. The Peterson house has been abandoned for years, ever since the family that lived there was found dead under mysterious circumstances. The case was never solved, and the house was left to rot, becoming a blight on the otherwise pristine neighborhood. The locals whisper about the house, claiming it's haunted, that the spirits of the Peterson family still linger, waiting for someone to uncover the truth. Jason, a true crime podcaster, hears about the house and decides to investigate for his latest episode. He's made a name for himself, debunking ghost stories and uncovering the real, often tragic reasons behind them. But this time he's determined to prove that the Peterson house is nothing more than an abandoned building with a dark past. Jason arrives at Medowbrook Drive late in the afternoon. Just as the sun is beginning to set, the house looks worse in person. Its windows boarded up, the paint peeling, and the lawn overgrown with weeds. The neighbors watch him from behind. The neighbors watch him from behind their curtains, but no one dares to approach him. He sets up his recording equipment and begins his investigation, documenting every step as he explores the house. Inside the house, it's dark and cold. The air thick with the smell of mildew and something else. Something metallic, like old blood. Ooh. Jason brushes it off, attributing it to the decay and age of the house. He walks through the rooms, narrating his observations for the podcast. But as he moves deeper into the house, he starts to feel uneasy. There's something off about the place, something he can't quite put his finger on. The room feels too quiet, the shadows too deep. He hears faint noises, scratching, whispering, but every time he stops to listen, they disappear. He pushes on, determined to get to the bottom of the mystery. As night falls, Jason reaches the basement door. It's the only part of the house he hasn't explored, and he can't shake the feeling that something important is down here. He opens the door, and the smell of decay hits him like a physical force. He hesitates, but his curiosity drives him forward. Of course, the basement is pitch black, and his flashlight barely cuts through the darkness. The walls are damp, the floors are covered in a thin layer of water that splashes under his boots. As he moves further into the basement, the air grows colder, and the whispers return louder. It's time, and the whispers return louder, this time more insistent. Jason's flashlight flickers. In the brief moments of darkness, he sees figures moving at the edges of the light, shadows that shouldn't be here. His heart races as he realizes that the house isn't empty. The Petersons are still here. The spirits trapped in the basement, reliving their final moments over and over. Oh man. Okay. The whispers grow into screams, and Jason feels a presence behind him. Cold fingers brushing the back of his neck. He spins around, his flashlight illuminating the ghostly figure of Mrs. Peterson. Her eyes hollow, her mouth twisted into a scream of terror. Behind her, the rest of the family stands their bodies broken and bloody, their eyes fixed on him. Oh, Lordy. Jason tries to run, but the basement door slams shut, trapping him inside. The spirits close in their whispers, turning into a cacophony of voices, accusing him, blaming him for their deaths. The air grows colder and Jason feels his breath leave him, his body freezing as the spirits draw closer. In the last moments, Jason realizes that the Petersons aren't just trapped. They're angry, vengeful, and they've been waiting for someone like him to come along. He was so focused on solving the mystery that he didn't see the danger until it was too late. The next morning, the neighbors noticed that Jason's car is still parked in front of the house, but there's no sign of him. The police are called, but when they search the house, they find nothing. No equipment, no notes, no sign that Jason was ever there. The basement door is locked and no one dares to open it. Jason's podcast remains unfinished. His fate a mystery. The house on Medowbrook Drive remains empty. Its windows dark and silent, but at night, if you listen closely, you might hear the faint sound of a man's voice desperately narrating the story that no one will ever hear. Oh my goodness, that is so freaking creepy. What do you guys think of that story? Let me know if you guys have heard of it. But that's going to be it for today's video. So, hi. So, if you're new here, hi, I'm Princess Peyton. Hit the red button to become your majesty and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys so much. You guys are the best human beings ever made. And you're the king of my heart in the song lyrics of Taylor Swift. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, love you. Bye.